We grew up on that stuff growing up. Right? I grew up in a farm in Georgia, right? So nobody gets to see it. And people are like, you have a farm? They don't see me because I'm like, this is my meathead guy. And like, bro, what do you think I grew? What do you think I have these traps from? I used to have to move hay and I'm so short. So that's where these traps and biceps come from, moving hay when I was 10 years old. I was like, this is where it came from.
Hello, everyone. This is Adam Bauman. Thank you for joining today. I'm here with Mike Gracey. Man, it doesn't really need much introduction. Mike, thanks for coming in today and talking with us.
Honored, man. Honored. Thank you for the invite, man. I love everything you're doing. I love community and everything like that. So I'm really happy to be here.
No, thanks, man. Hey, so you're the owner of Show Offs?
Yes.
Right? How long have you been the owner?
18 years now. I think in January we turn 18. January 18th we'll turn 18 years old. Started as a 1,000 square foot personal training studio. Brought some, got out of the military, and I was still in the military at the time as far as active duty, and I had some clients. I was training at EP Fitness back when we had EP Fitness, and I took some of my clients to start doing my own thing, and next thing you know, it turned into 3 locations with over 100,000 square feet, and thousands of members, and over the time, and to turn into what it is today.
What EP Fitness did you use to
So I was at Montwood and Zaragoza, right behind the Shell station. There was and then it turned into a Roca Fitness, and then I was at Wedgwood right here. What used to be the Gold's Gym right here, Wedgwood and I-10, that location. So I was there, and I was an active duty military during the day. I would go to work at 5 p.m., get out at 10 p.m., and then I was a bouncer on the weekend. So this, typical Army thing. But I trained there for from 21 years old till I was 26.
Wow.
I was there at EP Fitness as a trainer.
That's crazy.
Out in team deployments and all the field problems and stuff like that. Yeah.
Huh. The one on South Quanfield and Montwood is where I used to go.
Yeah. That was after I left that. I already had my gym at that time. Yeah. So.
All right. Yeah. And Show Offs, that one on the east side, when did you open that one?
Yeah. The one on Joe Battle is my original one. I actually started on Zaragoza as like I said, 1,000 square foot on Zaragoza. I was in with my buddy's body shop, and right next to he had a little plaza. And I got a little suite in there, and everything was like a combo machine. I mean, it had to have tool functions. So I had like leg extension, leg curl machine, the same one. Check ply. One was a chest press, on the other side was a pull down. So it was so small, it had to have everything as ones. And next thing you know, people just started showing up and showing up. So I had a ton of clients at that time. But then all of a sudden, like we're like taking turns to work out. Like I do a set, and then I got to hand you the weights, and you do a set. So I was like, I need a bigger space. So I moved over to where I'm at on Zaragoza. Had 2 suites. Then I took over a t-shirt company. Then a couple years later, I took over a daycare, and then a couple years ago, I took over the skating rink. So I had the whole plaza there.
I was gonna say it used to be a skating rink there. I used to take my kids when we were little there.
Oh, when I first took it over, it was so sad. Like we were over there like remodeling and stuff like that, and like these kids show up with skates on. There's like a line outside the door. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like a bunch of 6-year-olds with skates on their shoulders. I'm like, you can still come skate inside.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I remember that completely.
Stole their childhood, man.
Wow. What do you think the hardest part of acquiring or getting started the business was?
Oh man, you don't know. You don't know what you don't know, and that's what's hard. There's no book about it. Starting a business, there's nobody that tells you. Unfortunately, they're just like, "Oh, cool, you can start a business," and then they come back like, now, and then somebody shows up and they're like, "Where's this at?" And we're like, "I didn't know I needed that." Like, well, how do you don't know? I'm like, I don't know. I just started. I'm a personal trainer. I don't know this. I'm 25 years old, and so I learned a lot over the time and. A lot of run-ins with the government as far as like not knowing things and like you should know this and like I don't know this, so. Or you taxed this wrong, or something. So this needs tax, but it's a supplement. But it says nutrition facts, right? So if it says supplement facts is non-taxable, and you turn around and it says nutrition facts, even though it has, if you look on the back of the label, so your nutrition label says nutrition facts on it. So it's automatically, to the state of Texas, automatically taxable.
Really?
If it says supplement facts, it's non-taxable. No matter what's in here, this could be creatine in here, this could be amino acids, depending on what that label says and how they market it, where you produced it, is where it was taxable or not. And I didn't know that. And they went back like 3 years and got me for energy drinks and said, hey, I need you to pay X amount for that. So learning process.
No way.
Learning process. Yeah. Everything's a learning process. But now I try to help young business owners. I've helped a lot of the gym owners in El Paso. A lot of business owners come to me and like just little things like, hey, let me give you this contact, or let me help you with this, or make sure you're doing this, because they'll come get you, or you got to be careful, because this is you don't know what you don't know. So.
Right. And you did that all while you continued to compete.
Yeah, competed. Yeah. So I used to be powerlifting. I had a world record in bench. I was on the Army powerlifting team while I was in active duty. Run the records at Fort Bliss. I had a bench press record at Fort Bliss and a national record.
That's awesome.
Went to my first bodybuilding show in Las Cruces. We had one in Las Cruces, one in El Paso. Went to my buddies.
What year was that?
2005. 2004, from 2000 2005, we had the Las Cruces, I can't remember what that one's called. We had the Sun City here, and then we had the Mid USA, which is still going on in Albuquerque. So I went to go see my friends compete in Las Cruces, and I was like, I was a powerlifter this time, so big chest, big stomach, strong. I was super strong, but I was like, I want to do that, right? I want to do that. Got on stage, and shoot, I've already done 40 shows since then, so that was like 17, 18 years ago. Yeah, been the dominant middleweight for almost 20 years now in the country. Yeah.
Wow. And you're sitting at 176 right now?
Yeah, 176. I'm a week and a half out from of a North American Championship. So the best in U.S., Mexico, and Canada. I won Masters Nationals first place in both middleweight divisions last 3 weeks ago. So still missed the pro card by one spot. So last year I did Masters Nationals, got second place. First got the pro card. Did the Olympia, got third place at the Olympia. First and second got their pro card. So I've been missing it by one spot. So hopefully this is my spot. This is the best I've ever looked, and I think I'm ready. So. Going in this week and next week, and we're ready to battle. So
yeah, I think you're there.
Yeah, I'm ready, brother.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Yep.
And then through all that, we're sitting on a table. We have what's called Brew Shakalaka.
Yeah. So a little bit about my other history. So I was competing as an athlete, as a personal trainer, and I was doing, I was winning at nationals. I was with Mr. Texas State. I was Mr. Arizona and all that stuff. And this company called ProSups came in, like one of the brothers of the owners, one of the co-owners came into my gym, and he's like, "Man, you're in good shape. We own this supplement company. Let me give you some stuff." He gave me like a belt and a shirt and stuff like that. I was like, "Cool." And I started following him. Like, "You want to demo for us out here?" So I started demoing for him. They gave me like a small sponsorship and stuff. And I did so well at demoing. I went to like a vitamin shop and sold like $2,000 in like a 3-hour period. And I would call them and say, "Hey, here's your next order for these guys. I've already sold all their product out." They're like, "You want a job?" Right? So ended up moving me to Houston, moved to Dallas. Cellucor, who makes C4, called me and said, "Hey, what you did for those guys, come do it for us." Of course, these guys were like a $50 million company. Cellucor was like a $300 million company. So it kind of moved up there. And then I went to High Tech. 5 years ago, Monster Energy called me. "Hey, we want you to launch the fitness business for Monster Energy. We've never been in gyms. We're trying to go from gas station, grocery stores into gyms." So I came over to Monster, took my book of business, took Rain and Bang and all that to all the gyms. And we got in over a couple thousand gyms in the country in the fitness space. So a few weeks ago, I made the move and left Monster Energy to be VP of sales for Brew Shakalaka. So got some guys who are legends in the industry. You're talking about the guys who invented BSN and Wicked Cuts and Purist Labs and some of the big promoters and Redefined Foods with the protein donuts and stuff. These guys are the guys who have something to do with all this stuff. And they were making this coffee, right? And my buddy Max Fairchild, who's brilliant, he was one of my coaches for years, and he formulated for some of the top companies in the world, like made all the products that you see. Yeah. GAT, like he made those products for these guys. He's one of my best friends. He's like, "Hey, I'm making this coffee company, and I wanted you to come over and do sales for me." So no brainer, man. Came over, and I mean, sugar-free, Cognitique, electrolytes, MCTs, 45 calories. So you can't go anywhere to get canned coffee, and it's not 200 calories. It's not 30, 40, 50 grams of sugar. Starbucks, some of the other ones and stuff, like you can't find it. So we're gonna be the lowest calorie, the only zero sugar coffee that actually tastes good, man. So it's we tested over 100 people. We launched this week. Literally, this is the week we launched. So we don't have product in distribution yet. It'll get to the warehouse probably on Monday, and I already have 200 locations picking it up on Monday.
In El Paso, have you started that?
So this is out of Dallas. Everything's based out of Dallas for this one. That's where our 3PL manufacturing's at. That's where the actual CEO and CFO are based out of Dallas. But we will have a huge, me and Marcus Soto, who's a good friend of mine, we're going to start a distribution network here for Brew Shock. So bars, gyms, bookstores, barbershops, whoever drinks coffee, we're going to put it in there.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's funny because I didn't know who you were initially.
Yeah. It's a funny story how we met eventually, but yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would get into, I think the first time I ever heard of, like, "Hey, are you Mike Gracey?" And I was walking through a Walmart, I think, and I'm like, "No, I'm not," because I'd never met you, right?
Yeah.
And then the more it came happening, I mean, the more I'm like, "Who is this guy?" And then I ran into one of your friends, Macias.
Robert, yep.
Over at City Walls.
Saw him last week.
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah, and he said the same thing. "Hey, you look just like my buddy." I'm like, "Who's your buddy?" He's like, "Mike Gracey." I'm like, "You know what? I get that a lot, man. It's so funny." I was like, "I got to meet this guy."
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then a couple days later, like the day before we actually met, I was walking through Target. I'm checking out. I look up and I see you walk by. And I'm like, "That's me."
Yeah.
Like with this looks like me. And then the next day we reached out on Instagram together because Robert's like, "Bro, I met your twin on the plane or something like that, or City Rolls or something. He's like, I met your twin. Somebody else told me too. I met this guy looks just like you. He's, Border Patrol and all this stuff. And like, he's like, he looks just like you. It's so uncanny, bro. I called him. I kept calling your name, and like, he's like, it's so funny. And now we're friends, which is great. But there's a couple other people here like that too. Is my buddy Chuck Bird, and then Martin. Martin, rest in peace. Martin passed away a few years ago. But basically, we were all worked at the same gym. Martin was a trainer after me, and people would go there and say, "Hey, man, you trained me 2 years ago." He's like, "That's one." He's like 6 foot, and I'm like 5'4", right? So like, but we look exactly the same. Like he's like this. He looks like Ivan Drago kind of like type thing. But Martin was a really good guy, and then my buddy Chuck Bird, who did a lot with the CDC here, as far as CDC, the Juvenile Detention Center. He ran the detention center here he retired a few years ago. But same thing. He looks like me, and at the end of the time, we're like. He's like, hey, man, I was at Fort Stockton at a gas station. Chuck, what's up, buddy? These guys that got out of a van in sheriff's outfits. I'm like, no, I'm his brother, Mike. And so kind of now it's us. Now we're the duo now. So it's kind of crazy how it works out.
That's what I'm going to start telling people from now on. No, he's my brother.
That's what I tell him. Hey, we just got tired of like explaining the things like, oh, he's my brother. He's over. He's good. He's good. I talk to him all the time. So
that's great.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Hey, so within show-offs, we took a tour of your gym.
Yeah.
What else do you have inside? It's not just that.
So in 2010, so I have my degree in nutrition. I got my degree in nutrition, minor in biology. I've been a personal trainer for 25 years now, right? But I got my degree in nutrition, so I'm a nutritionist, and I was competing at this time, and I was training like 40, 50 clients a day. Like I was in there from 4 a.m. till 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I was competing. So I started prepping my own meals, and my clients are like, what are you eating? And I'm eating my meals, trying to train like back-to-back clients, all day long for like 16 hours. And I'm like, there's my meals right here. I make this chicken and rice. It's all portioned out and weighed out for me. She's like, can you do that for me? So I started doing it for my clients, and you do it for my husband and my mom and dad. And next thing you know, it turned into this thing. My trainers and my friends and my employees were at my house on Foreman grills. Like we had like 6 Foreman grills in there cooking chicken every day. Nice. And then next thing you know, we're renting kitchens out and stuff. So in 2010, I decided to put a kitchen into the gym. So I became the first gym with a kitchen in it, and the first registered meal prep company in Texas.
Really?
So it's the first registered meal prep. But now there's meal prep companies everywhere. People are doing it. But I was the first meal prep company registered in Texas, where we actually catered up, and I actually do macros and weigh it out and measure to your person. And I've influenced, and a lot of the guys have come to my thing that do meal preps now. But I do that. We have smoothies in there. We have supplements. Of course, we have drinks. We have massage and lymphatic issue things. We have we started doing peptide therapies and HRT therapies through a doctor in there. So pretty much a one-stop shop for health. So we're trying to make people healthy again. Yeah. So I know right now, with Kennedy and stuff like that, we're doing really the MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. They're taking all the bad stuff out of the foods, and they're just opening stuff up. And so this is what we've been trying to do for years, man. Like at a smaller scale, right? We're trying to fight against the FDA and stuff like this. Like, hey, why is this food why is this in our foods and these dyes and artificial ingredients and stuff? And now we're doing it. So really happy with the way that's going. I wish it would be faster. Some of the food we eat is illegal in other countries, So being in the supplement industry, I saw it too. Like even the stuff that's in our supplements, you go to like some of the strictest countries, it's like Germany, Australia, and Canada. Their health departments are like super strict compared to what we do. That we can get away with so much here. Yeah. And there you go there. It's weird. Like, this is this is not allowed in our stuff. So it's kind of crazy. Huh.
Wow. No, that's awesome. And then so on Instagram, we see quite a bit of your postings, which is really cool, by the way.
Yeah.
You have we accept donations.
Yeah,
for animals.
Right? So 2 years ago, I got tired of living in the city. I was at a house over there by Pebble Hills High School. There's a lot of construction on the far east side, and I got tired of like 45-minute drives in, and my neighbors, I could hear them talking through the house. And I had a nice house, right? We have nice houses over there, and I can literally hear their conversations in my house. So I decided to buy a little ranch out here in Montana, and next thing you know, I came with some horse stables and stuff like that. They're in there, and I started getting like people like, hey, you got land out here, right? You want a horse? I got a donkey I'm going to get rid of. If you don't take it, I'm just going to go shoot it or whatever, right? So started taking in animals, and then recently I started rescuing for the county. So I started helping them pick up anything bigger. I don't do dogs and cats. I do have 3 rescue dogs, but I don't pick up dogs and cats. But anything belongs on a ranch or a farm now, I take it in. I think I'm up to 63 animals. Yeah, so crazy. I've got donkeys and horses and llamas, cows, goats, sheep, pigs, chickens, turkeys, ducks. So we're at 63 animals, 64 animals right now. I think I'm getting another 50 animals here soon. if I get the call from the county.
Who feeds all these animals?
So I have this kid Micah that I have, man. He's amazing. Young kid. early 20s. I think he just turned 24. His mom and his dad were my clients for a long time in training, and they're like, "Hey, my son needs a job. You got anything for him?" I was like, "I don't have anything at the gym, but I need really help at the ranch." I was like, well, he's never worked on the ranch before. Kid freaking loves it, man.
Really?
He kills it. I could trust him. But I mean, kid's out there riding horses and he wants to do rodeos now and he's learning how to rope and like he's so like freaking fixing shoes on horses and building barns and didn't even know how to use a skill saw. I had to show him how to use a skill saw and a drill. Those kids built 3 barns out there by himself. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like just so he runs it. We got a couple kids in high school that come out there. We got a lot of volunteers. So now we're a 501c nonprofit. So we officially got our nonprofit a few months ago. So
awesome.
that helps me out, man. Like now I can start applying for grants and stuff like that. And I want to be official rescuer for the county. So the county's going to make, hopefully the county's going to make me official rescuer because I go call me and I'm there. Like, we're there in an hour and we show up and pull horses and whatever we need and save some animals. And even if it's for a couple hours, because if you see on FitFam, there's a horse running down the street, we go rescue it, right? We take it home for them because animal services overran. They don't have room for livestock, right? So they'll call me from animal services. Hey, come pick this up. They'll call me a couple hours later. We found the owner. Cool, come pick him up. You're not gonna charge him anything? No. I mean, if I had it for months or something, then I got it, right? But like, I picked him up, gave him a place to stay, gave him a meal. Come pick your horse up. You know what I mean? So we've been doing that now for almost a year now, but we officially is a 501c since about May.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. And how your Malinois doing?
Good. I got we got rid of 3 of them so far. So I have 2 Malinois that had babies. They had 10 Malinois babies. So it's like 10 baby alligators, right? If you see my arms, they are sliced up from teeth and claws. My girlfriend's sliced up. Her kids sliced up. They eat shoes. They eat towels. They eat rugs. They eat metal. They try to drag chairs around the house. I mean, they're only 8 weeks old. They're 8 weeks old. And these guys are like hanging on by their teeth. So I can't, but there's so much. I mean, she wants to keep all 10. We had 10 puppies. She's like, can we keep all 10? I'm like, absolutely not. Like,
you would go insane.
Oh man. Now that we're into it and we're going to keep 2 of the puppies, I think. And I got really good homes for the puppies. And I tell them, hey, these are Malinois. And I take them outside and I show them, there's a 6-foot fence right here in my backyard. I stand on the other side of the fence. We let Athena go, who's my female. She runs and jumps the fence without even touching it. I'm like, this is what you're dealing with, okay? And I have a return policy. If you can't handle this dog, I don't want him at the pound. You bring him right back to me, right? So,
good.
So yeah, I love animals, man, and they're my retreat from everything, and I think I'm doing something good, and I'm not charging that much. You know, I'm doing the vaccine for them and everything, but yeah, I love the Malinois. The Malinois are great, man.
I was telling you we had a litter as well, and
yeah, we're good.
Hey, what time does it? Is it counting down or is it?
Yeah, down 20 minutes.
And that's not 30 minutes though. Is that an hour or what is it?
That's 18 minutes left.
Yeah, 18. What
Yeah,
time?
we're good. It was 1:45. So we're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me give a little break in between that. Yeah. So I told you we had a litter of Malinois.
Yeah.
Right. And do the same thing. We had them in this corral. Right. So at Enemy Land. So it's in the garage.
Yeah.
And but one of the kennels was right behind it. So I would hear the dogs, and they probably were barely old enough to just run around. A couple weeks. Right. One of them got the ability. It was only one. He was to climb up. He would use all his strength to climb up, and he would hang out at the top of the kennel, and all the other ones would just be going ballistic.
Yeah,
because he's up there and it's like, hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah. Look at me. Yeah. We got one called Spot because we call him that since his name's Spoticus now. That's the one we're gonna keep because he is a little heathen, right? He's like a Velociraptor Malinois alligator mix. But basically, he cries and barks while he's eating. He's got a spot on the back of his neck, like a little white spot here and a little white spot on his chin. So we call him Spot. That's the only way we could tell apart from birth, right? Like he had that one spot. So now we call him Spot. That's one we're going to keep. But he will latch onto the back of your heel. He will latch onto a chair and just hang. And he's 8 weeks old. So we're keeping him because we think he's going to be the problem child, right? So, but yeah, same thing you said. Like he's climbs up. Like I'll pet him and he'll use his head to push against me and climb up my leg, right? Like and just... Yeah, so he's wild already. So
have you ever seen those videos of the Malinois? That's a sport, and they climb.
And I've seen the ones that jump like 30, 40, like feet off somebody's back or whatever and do the thing, but I haven't seen the climber one.
So yeah, they have it's actual sport. It's a wall, and the Malinois go, and it's a straight vertical.
Just straight up, like a regular wall, not a slant, but a wall.
Yeah, it's a wall, and they go up there, and it's measured how high they go, and then once they get up to it high enough, there's like a toy hanging, and they jump and grab it, and that's how they lower
and they hang
them.
them down. Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah, and that's crazy, and I believe it too because you think I got Max. The way I got Max was a military couple was deploying, and they put I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups for like animal rescues and stuff, and they're like, hey. We have this dog, nobody wants to take it. It's just too much for my family. Does anybody want this dog? It's like, hey, we need land. They need land. He needs land to run around, right? He's a Belgian Malinois. I was like, I got 7 acres. I got some acres, right? And they were like, okay. So I met him, took Max. He was my first dog after I had 2 pit bulls that I had rescues, and they passed away a couple years ago from cancer at 16 and 17 years old. So got them as puppies, 3 months old, and they lasted 17 years, but passed away from cancer. That I didn't have any animals since then. Got to the ranch. Max is my first dog. Then I got Oreo. Oreo's my little husky. Found him in the middle of Montana. Basically, it's like 70 mile of traffic. I parked my truck in the street. I'm like, come here, boy. And he comes and jumps in my arms. And we took him to Banfield to get him chipped. And like, he's yours now. And then my other buddy, ex-military guy who I used to do contracting with, he's like, hey, you got a Malinois, right? He's like, I found this Malinois, and I feel like she's never been in a house before. I had to drag her through the threshold. Yeah. She would eat everything. Like she ate my I had like a Louis Vuitton wallet. It's like 700. She ate that, ate my cowboy boots, ate my cowboy hat, ate like belts, anything that smelled like me, she ate. Every toy, 3 remotes, like whatever she got a hold of. She's better now. She's actually the mama to the puppies. But yeah, so this is my first Malinois encounter. So learning experience for sure.
Oh yeah, no, when you told me you had a litter, I'm like, oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, all you think about is teeth now. Like everything, somebody's biting you, no matter what, no matter where you're walking, somebody's biting the back of your ankle or something. So
the litter that we had, I was wanting them to originally wanted them to sell them as like patrol dogs.
Yeah,
that's what we do. Is train them for bite work and narcotics and stuff. But so I would go out there and I would have a jacket on, and they would all latch onto the jacket, like literally all. They're so strong, they'd almost knock me over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just insane.
They chase each other when I let them out the house, and they just let them run. When I go feed the ranch animals and stuff, they chase each other. But if they sideswipe you, they take your legs out. Like I flipped up in the air. I mean, I did a whole like 180 like onto the ground because they like were chasing each other. And Max likes to come right close to me because Athena's probably about 40 pounds. Max is 75 pounds. It's a big Malinois. Athena beats his butt. She is so mean to him. Like latches onto his neck, and Max,
he probably lets her too, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't, but doesn't fight her at it. Like he doesn't care. He's a big baby, but it's so much fun with that though. But yeah, love it out there at the ranch, man. It's so peaceful. The animals, they're calm, and I'll take I don't get as much time out there as I want to because now I'm launching businesses and I've got my own businesses and I got stuff going. But Mike is out there with the kids and we got people to come out. We're trying to offer horseback riding lessons. We're trying to do animal. I'm really big on education, right, for everything that we do. So I want I want people to come out there and bring their kids out there. I tell my friends, bring your kids out there, pet them. How many kids get to see a llama? How many kids play with a goat and a donkey and a sheep? Yeah. Especially nowadays, right? We grew up on that stuff growing up. Right? I grew up in a farm in Georgia, right? So. Nobody gets to see it. And people are like, you have a farm? They don't see me because I'm like, this is my meathead guy. And like, bro, what do you think I have these traps from? I used to have to move hay and I'm so short. So that's where these traps and biceps come from, moving hay when I was 10 years old. I was like, this is where it came from.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I love it. Yeah.
The Malinois, you still have them all together?
They're all still together. Puppies? We have like a octagon, like child playpen right now. So they're all still together and they're pretty good. They're,
how many weeks?
8 weeks, a little over 8 weeks right now. So.
How many males do you have?
So I had 7 males and 3 females out of this litter. Yeah.
One reason I'm asking, I guess they were probably like our litter. We started noticing it when, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 weeks, but one of them started being isolated. So you could tell that one was bullying the other one.
Yeah.
And it just got worse from there as they got older.
Yeah, that's where we're watching them now.
They want to kill each other.
Yeah, you hear them fighting. I'm like, who's fighting?
Oh yeah, there you go.
We're here we're in the kitchen, like here in the living room. You hear and like freaking somebody. Next thing you know, one's got one by the leg shaking and stuff. I'm like, you're 6 weeks old right now. Like, who does this? Yep. Like, why aren't you guys puppies? You know, like.
So eventually we bought outside kennels.
Yeah. And
when I would go break them, I would let one out, and he would run by the other ones, and they would just. I mean, man, they were to get out at this point. They're in trouble.
I think they're gonna be that way. Like I said, like Spot is wow. He's got some screws loose, and that's why we're keeping him because I don't think anybody's gonna handle him.
He's probably the best one.
Yeah, he's gonna be a maniac, and we're gonna keep him for sure. And then we got the other one. We haven't named him yet. I bought 12 colored collars. So all 10 of them have a different color collar on. That's
what we did.
Get pink, get light pink and bright pink, and then purple's over here and green's over there. So that's how and then Spot. Everybody knows Spot because Spot's the one that he ripped his collar off already. We can't even find it. I don't know if he ate it, but there's no collar. There's no red collar that Spot had on.
Really?
There's no red collar. Yeah, he probably ate it. He's a nightmare.
We had the color coded collars as well, but. since I do come from the canine background, it was the A litter.
Yeah.
So we named them all like Belgian A names.
Yeah.
Andor, Arrow.
Yeah.
So
That's
they're
cool. Yeah.
All A names.
Yeah. So right. So far I found 3 homes for them. They're, military guys or families and stuff like that. Already have a bunch of dogs. And like I said, when they come in, I'm like, Dave, do you have any issues? Oh, Micah took one. Micah actually, every time I leave, somebody on the ranch has a baby. Every time I'm like flying out, like first time it was goats. Then
Really?
and then Malinois, right? He stayed up all night delivering 10 Malinois. And then the very next week, I had a baby horse the day I was leaving. There's next thing you know, I walk outside, there's a horse. There's like there's like a baby horse on the ground. I'm like, oh, that's new, right? So
You didn't know she was pregnant.
No. I mean,
That's
we
funny.
thought, but
Yeah.
we got one stud male horse and one stud male donkey. So I think I'm gonna have another baby donkey soon. But yeah, every time I leave, there's a new baby getting born. There was 4 goats in 1 week. Yeah. So
Jeez.
so yeah, I
That's
think,
a lot of work.
yeah. They're pretty. Actually, they're a lot less work than. That's why I don't do dogs and cats. The bigger animals, and they all vibe together.
Oh, really?
Like I got the llama and the donkeys and all that in the same like area, and the llama just like chills, and he's like, he doesn't spit or bite. And everybody's like, does he spit? He's cool. He judges you though. He looks at you like this. He's very judgy, but he doesn't bite or spit. But he chills with the donkeys and the horses and stuff like that. So it's kind of crazy. They don't fight at all. I mean, there's a pecking order for food. I have a female Star. Her name's Star, and she's the alpha female.
Yeah.
And then I have a mini donkey who I got as a baby, and he thinks Star is his mother, and vice versa. So he's the second in charge, even though he's 30 inches tall, right? Like he bites all the horses, and he doesn't care. You know what I mean? These donkeys are cool, man. Donkeys are fun. But if you ever had a donkey, they're like
cool,
they're like
man.
dogs. They're like big dogs. Yeah.
I have to go out there and check them out.
Yeah. Whenever you want to come out, brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yeah, we're actually getting we're doing some artwork out there. I got a couple old razors and 4-wheelers. We're gonna just start doing trail rides out there. We're trying to do something for Halloween. There's not new things. We're gonna do hay rides.
Oh,
so
really?
we're gonna put we're gonna dress up the whole ranch, and we're gonna get a tractor, and we got the trailers. We're gonna put hay rides and offer hay rides for kids and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Like a Halloween hay ride out
Yeah.
there. So that's gonna be our Christmas, our Halloween thing. So now that it's gonna be fun. I'm trying to do some cool stuff out there.
Yeah. You got any plans for more show-offs, or is 3 locations?
So
plenty?
yeah, I got about a storage unit full of stuff right now. With the economy was coming back up now, but like with the way prices are for real estate and stuff like that, we're like we're gonna open another location. We're like, let's hold off for a little bit. But we want to make what we are doing is making our gyms better, right? We start doing better lighting, better equipment. We started more stuff to it. We asked the members what they want, and I'm doing a lot now for other gyms and stuff and startups. And what we're trying to do is like an outreach thing, like a gym takeover. I've got a marketing team. I got great guys with cameras. I got a good network. I got a bunch of athletes. So we're gonna start going to some of these newer. I mean, I've been around for 18 years, so everybody knows my gym here.
Right.
So we're gonna start going to some of these newer gyms that popped up, and we're like, hey, open your gym for 3 hours for us. We're going to invite the community out. We just did something at Kasagi Peso. We just brought the community out there, and we did like a whole thing for them. That was, education. We had a class, a dance class. We had all this stuff. Next thing we're going to try to do yoga and bring in stuff like that. So we're trying to incorporate the community more into fitness, and we're trying to open up for other, like, there's no reason for us to be fighting over anything here, right? Like gyms, meal prep companies, supplement companies, clothing companies. We're all together. Like there's enough room, there's enough money for everybody, right?
Yeah.
You should be here to help people get in shape, not to be here to make yourself rich. Which a byproduct, if you do a good job, you'll make money. But like my whole thing now is I'm trying to give back, right? I'm giving back. I'm trying to do charity stuff. I do stuff with Special Olympics. I do stuff with the animal rescue. I do stuff with the county. We do fundraisers. Every month we do a fundraiser for some charitable organization. Child Crisis Center. Right now we're doing the Animal Services supply drive. They need blankets and food and stuff like that. So we got almost 1,000 pounds of food raised this month for feed the dogs and stuff for the raised. So almost 400 blankets and the puppy pads and stuff. So we do something for give back every month that we can. Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah. No, they're like, what do you do? So I try to do stuff, and I never try to brag about it. I never try to do stuff. I feel like I was blessed where I came from in life, and I wouldn't be where I was now if it wasn't for people that helped me out, or for the military. The military changed my life. There's people that give me opportunities, the opportunities I have for these companies to just get my foot in the door. And now I'm working with some of the best guys in the industry. Like I'm trying to give that back to people. I'm trying to open those doors for other people and like change them. Like, hey, you don't just come here asking for stuff. Like you got to work. Right. Like you gave me an opportunity and I busted my butt, and then I got a better opportunity. I didn't walk in the doors like, I'm a sponsored athlete, I want free stuff. I went out and sold that product for them for free. And it's like, hey, we're going to give you a job. And then the next company's like, hey, you kick butt for them. Come do that. Now I work for the top company. I work for Monster Energy, bro. I work for the top company, the #1 energy drink company in the world, right? Like, so I was their head guy for the fitness channel. Like, just me. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, so, so I just feel very blessed in my life. And now I want to give back and do what I can do for the community and make the life better.
Sure, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You mentioned the military and it being like a stepping stone, really, for growth.
Yeah.
Dude, what age were you when you?
19. I lived in Georgia, and I grew up without a dad, and I was really going nowhere in life. I was a bad kid. I was my high school kid.
You, Mike?
Yeah, bro. I didn't even make it to ninth grade. I quit in the ninth grade. I got my GED with honors, and I graduated college, magna cum laude. Now I'm working on my second bachelor's. I'm actually in BSN school right now, and everybody doesn't even know I'm in school.
Oh, you are?
I'm actually I'm actually working on my bachelor's of science in nursing right now.
That's awesome.
And so all this stuff, but the Army gave me purpose, it gave me direction, it gave me discipline, and it opened doors for me. As far as I got my first business loan through the SBA for the Army, got my first home loan. I've had 6 homes now. I bought my ranch because of the military. I'm still in the military now. I teach the Texas National Guard. I'm one of the head medics. I'm one of the top instructors for medical and master fitness. I teach nutrition for the Army. So they fly me in to teach a 4-hour nutrition class because my class is like I set shit on fire. I set stuff on fire. And I burn like Doritos and I watch them burn. They're like, this is awesome. Like these guys are like, I learned more in 2 minutes watching you than I learned my whole life in nutrition, right? So I talk about the energy systems and stuff like that. I'm a big nerd. I say I'm not as dumb as I look, right? I'm actually a big nerd with stuff, but I teach all that stuff for the Army. I'm still in the Army now. I'm at 24 years, and I started right at the end of 1999. 1999, I started in the Army right at the end of 1999. So I've been in almost 25 years. I had a break in service, but they're like, why are you still in the Army? You have all this stuff going on. You don't need. And then some of my bosses in the Army is like, bro, you don't need the Army. The Army needs you. What you hand back to the people. And I love mentoring. I love teaching, and I love bringing up world experiences. And I think I bring a lot more outside experience and motivation to these guys than I do from my military experience. So,
dude,
and so I love giving back, and I'm still in it. And I'll do it till I can no physically do it anymore. I'm getting older, but I mean, I can still rock that PT test. You know what I mean?
How old are you?
I'm 45, man. 45. I'm 45 now. So yeah,
freaking amazing, man.
Thank you, brother. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. So I just kick butt in bodybuilding. So I'm still a dominant middleweight doing them on stage at 45 with kids that are 25. And so I feel like I'm still doing it. They're like, why are you still competing? You're in the industry and you own gyms. I'm like, because I can. Like why not? Yeah. Like I love this. I love this shit. So yeah.
So Mike, how can they get some
we haven't even gone live on our website yet. Like literally, these are the first cans off production. They were made 3 days ago. Like they were made literally canned. I mean, they're phenomenal flavors, 0 sugar. They got theobromine. They got cognitique in there. They got MCTs. They got electrolytes. And taste amazing. Like it's one thing to have a product that's healthy and good for you and well built. A well-manufactured product, but the flavors on Brew Shakalaka is crazy. And we're working on 7 more flavors right now. We already got 7 more flavors in the pipeline we're already in. Okay. So we were going over it yesterday, and to be a part of that startup of that, right? Coming into Monster is great. But I came into Monster 20 years after Monster was around, right?
Yeah.
All I could do is make it a little bit better and put my thing into it and do what I could do for sales. This I'm building from the ground up. So we're here like, hey, what do you think about this? I'm over here trying flavors and like, testing stuff. I'm like, what if we put this in here? What if we added a little bit more of this? Or what if we had this because this does this for your body? Like I'm in that production, and I'm in sales, but I'm also working with the marketing team. Like, hey, bro, you mind putting a video for us? Because you talk really well. Can you do a video for us on this ingredient? So I'm out doing videos, and these guys are like, this is awesome. You're really good at this. So man, just being a bit part of this stuff like this. And I don't need to do this for these guys. I don't need to do this. I have my stuff here, but just, I love the industry I'm in. I love the fitness industry, and the military gave me what I have in life right now. I made a living off fitness. I made a living off being fit. And I got that from the Army, right? I got the drive and stuff from the Army, deployments, a medic, all that stuff in the Army. I got into fitness, got nutrition, got my degree through the Army, right? The Army paid for my degree. Right. And then I started doing bodybuilding and all that stuff. And everything I have in life right now, I built a career. I sell energy drinks. You know what I mean? I own gyms, and I made a living off being healthy. So now I'm just trying to give back to all that stuff,
I love it.
Yeah.
If people want to get a hold of you, Mike, how would
Mike Gracey on Instagram, Facebook, the gyms, at Show Offs Fitness, at Fit Fuel Grill. Fit Fuel Grill is my meal prep company. At Gracey's Rescue Ranch. Gracey's Rescue Ranch is my 501c nonprofit. at brewshock.com, Brew Shakalaka is the name of the brand, BREWSHOCK. At brewshock.com, you'll see the stuff on there. There's, I'll get some of those emails, but Instagram, they'll get a hold of me. Mostly IG. I'm not really big on TikTok. I'm still trying to learn it. I know TikTok's the boss right now, but I'm old school. So I went MySpace, Facebook, Instagram is where I'm at. And I think I'm doing the stuff on Instagram. They're like, you don't have a TikTok? I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Like, so yeah, trying to learn it, man. But
yep. All right. Well, Mike, dude, thank you so much for coming
thank you for the opportunity. I'm sorry I ramble and I keep talking a lot, but
this is
I get
excellent.
excited. I get excited
I love
and love to talk. But
next time we'll get some video of out of Gracey's ranch.
Yeah, come out, man. Let's get some stuff out there. I love to bring the community out to the ranch, bring the whole city out there. Like these horses. I mean, I tell people just come out here and play with the horses. But I don't need you to do anything for me. Just come out here and hang out with the animals.
Sure.
They
probably love it.
They love it. They love it. Yeah. They want to get pets and carrots and treats and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been great.
Well, thanks again, Mike.
Adam, thank you for that. And thank you, my brother. So we're brothers now. But
that's right.
I appreciate the opportunity, man, and everything that you're doing. And I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for trying to make a difference in this country, man. So
thanks,
just want to put that out there. And
I
really appreciate you, brother.
Honestly, thank you.
Yep.
Well, everyone, thank you for joining the Bauman Show today, and we'll see you next time.